Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. If you're joining me through YouTube, make sure that you subscribe down below. You can do that, hit the bell, and you get notified immediately as soon as I do go live. And if you're joining me through my Facebook group, just make sure that you've given StreamYard permission, or if you're coming on here, just let me know who you are. This is part of my live presentation, so I may be talking back and forth with different people, and that's all part of it. So if you're watching on a replay, just scoot on by if that part just annoys you. I do find that these lovely ladies always let me know and ask some fantastic questions. So with those questions, they might be questions that you have as well. So this is Mystery Wednesday. So hopefully, and I didn't double check, I really hope that my clues went up. My clues were envelope, hello, and embossing. Now, I was pretty loose when I went and I said embossing. It could be heat embossing, it could be dry embossing, it could be embossing with an embossing folder. So it's a number of different things. Hello, Karen, and hello, Judy. So glad that you've joined me. So, like I say, this is on every Wednesday when I do a mystery challenge. I do this to encourage you to create cards on your own. I give you clues that I know that you probably have something in your craft room that you can make these cards as well. And remember to also post it to my Facebook group, which is just down here below. And I will be doing a draw. If you live in Canada, I can give you a stamp set. And if you live outside of Canada, I can't give product, but I can definitely give you a tutorial. So I would love to give you a tutorial. Hello, Margaret. So what are we doing today? We are, like I say, our clues are envelope. Now that envelope doesn't have to necessarily be a picture of an envelope. It can actually be the envelope. So you could do something with an envelope as well. We are doing embossing, and I'm going to do heat embossing, and of course I am, and also uh, embossing folder. And the other one was hello. Now, do you know how many hello stamps that there are in the annual catalog? I think that was one question that we asked during our retreat, and I think there's almost 30 if I'm not sure. Did you hear all? Jan, I thought that was amazing. Well, guess what? I'm not going to make you happy, but make me happy and enter and put one thing in on my Facebook group. Yeah, no kidding. Oh my goodness. I did think of you when I did say envelope on there. And hello, Cindy. Awesome. So I am going to use a stamp set that I bought. I love this stamp set, but I haven't done anything with it yet. So there's my envelope. And it's called Stamped with Love. Now, this type of a stamp set is an amazing stamp set. I thought I would do something like this. I'll post this on Monday to send a card out on Mondays, right? Mail a card Monday. But this also has the angel stamp. So if you ever do go and you sell your cards, their policy states that you've just got to put this angel stamp on the back, and that's the copyright Stampin' Up. So you know what? It's entirely up to you what you want to do with this. So like I say, I'm going to be using this. Now, this one I was shocked it didn't have a hello. So like I say, there's about 20 some odd stamp sets with hello on there. So I am just going to use this hello because I think it's going to work. I do have a couple more that are out there just in case it doesn't work. Now today I thought this is the color palette that I'm going to use. I actually brought this out to make a Christmas card. I love crumb cake and poppy parade. To me, those colors really make me happy. Do I think I'm going to use this deckled circle? I don't know. But I did turn around and I did use the exposed brick on here. And then I thought, well, we can do something with this. So this card piece is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Let's just go in there and get a really good screen or a good thing on there. And then we're just going to go ahead and put this on there. Now, like I say, I thought I'd use this stamp. I might use this. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens when I do it. And because it's a photopolymer stamp set, I'm going to bring in my paper piercing mat. Geez, I have issues always saying that. All right, so again, we're going to be doing this emboss. So I'm going to come in with my embossing buddy. And let's take this stamp. Now, I could take this and I could ink it up with gold, or I could ink it up with black. And my first thought was gold, but I think I'm going to go in with my black embossing powder, and let's see how that works with it. I do have more paper, so it won't matter. And of course, there isn't any congrats. Oh, thank you, Jan. Wow, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And let's just go there. I was coming in and somebody says, have you watched that? And I hadn't watched it. So I didn't even watch the presentations. I actually just went in and looked under the list. So I feel guilty about doing that, but it's been one of those days. My goodness, I've been going since 5 o'clock this morning. And honestly, like I say, I've been going like crazy. Okay, so that's like that. Now, I'm also thinking that maybe what I want to do is I'm just going to come in with some basic white. Now, like I say, I don't know how this is going to look. I'm going to ink that stamp up again. And I want this little envelope, and I might even change it and use the other envelope. So I just want that envelope there. And I'm actually going to go stamp that one more time. So I like these mystery challenges because there's so many different people that can turn around. You can take this stuff. Everybody has an envelope, I'm sure, in their stash. And hello stamp. Like I say, there's enough with these stamps that are there. So I'm just doing that. And of course, you could emboss, you can heat emboss, you can dry emboss. There's anything that you can do with that. Now I'm going to come in with my heat tool and just do this. I got to show this to brand new stampers on Monday, and oh man, it's that wow factor, right? So we'll just come in and we'll just heat set this. So this reminds me of kind of some of those ornate type mailboxes, right? When I was away in Norway, I found some pretty amazing mailboxes over there as well. So we've got that. And like I say, I love this Poppy Parade with the crumb cake as well. So yeah, I'll be announcing the winners. I'll write that down that I announce the winners tomorrow for last month. Because it's through Facebook, Facebook has no affiliation with my challenge or anything like that. It's all up to me. And I hadn't disclosed that earlier, so I had reached out to the winners last month and the month before. So, okay, so I'm going to come in and fussy cut. Now, this would have been kind of neat to also do it kind of 3D. And put some more dimension on there. I might still just do that. This is going to be a pretty simple card. And then, so I'm thinking that's going to go on there. And I think I can put that behind there. Yeah, I can. That'll look okay behind there. Just add a bit of dimension to it. Now I'm going to come in with these envelopes. And I could use this bigger envelope as well. I could stick that behind. I don't know yet. We'll see how this looks. And just going to trim that a little bit closer because it's a little busy behind it. And just take that part off. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, you know what, I'm just going to trim that down there too. That can go like that. This reminds me of when I send my swap cards out in the mail. I've got to take a picture with in front of the mailbox. So it's just, that's pretty quick to do that. Oops. That can go there. That's another. We'll have some mail. Now we need to put our hello on there. And I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go with this as well. This seems a bit bigger than the 4 1/4. Probably just imagining it, but no, it's 4 1/4. All right. Excuse me. So I'm just going to bring that paper piercing mat back in, and then let's just, I better emboss that as well. Now this hello, like I say, is a little bit bigger, and it is on a cling mount. So I'm hoping I can get this straight on here. So I'll come back in with my Versamark. Always when I use Versamark, I tend to come from the top down. My whole thought process before, I don't know if that's straight. Oh, I can trim it. Was I was going to put this and put hello on here, but to me, you know what? I can put that on the inside. But to me, it was just too big for the size of the post, the mailbox, to do them both on the front page. So that's my thought process there. And you know, I'm kind of thinking to add a bit more variety on this particular card. This might be better to be cut down a little bit more. So this was 4 by 5 1/4. I'm now going to cut it down to 3 3/4 by 5. I think it'll just work a little bit better on there. There we go. Now, if I wanted to, I could sponge this as well, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah, that looks a bit better. This is just going to go on here. The hello is really crooked. You know, I keep saying when I get my new, I only have to go for one more eye, and when I get it, things are going to be straight, but ooh, I'm almost afraid that it may not be. You know what? I'm going to leave that with a bit of a lip on there. So don't forget to watch me tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be live at 4:15 tomorrow. It's a new time for my Thursdays Pacific. And the reason I'm going on at 4:15 is because of training that I have. So awesome. I appreciate the likes. Just get that. Oh dear. I'm going to squeeze this out. It's going to just come out like crazy. I know it will. Come in with my paper clip. See, I knew that was going to splurt out. Oh, that's a new word, splurt. We as crafters have some of the neatest terminologies and new words, right? Okay, so this is just going to go on here. Like I say, going to be a simple card. We're going to have the hello. Now let's go and let's put some of that twine on there. To me, when you mail stuff, you always have twine. I'm just going to put this straight down on there as well, and then we'll pop up the mailbox itself. All right, so we're there. Just going to come here. Let's just put some seal on here to begin with. And we've got this linen thread, and this linen thread is such a reasonable embellishment, and it adds so much to it. Now, if it happens to be curly like this, just huff on it and put some moisture on it, and you'll tend to, and the moisture is going to kind of straighten it out just a bit. So that's a lot less messed up there. So let's just some there. See, that's just going to give just a tiny bit where it's going to look just a little bit different. And by putting dimensionals on there, I'm also going to tack that down as well. We had a real quiet group here today. So beginning of November, oh my goodness. For us that are in the Northern Hemisphere, we're going into our winter season. I don't know about you guys, but I think we are going to have one tough winter. The birds have been eating so many of the seeds, and need to find somebody to do my shoveling. Right, so let's just put this here. Pretty simple card. We just want to kind of get to the point, and I want to put this down below, and we're going to put that on with dimensionals as well. I'm just going to use a strip of them here. And I might end up trimming that. No, it should be okay. Or do we want to go hello like that? We can put hello up on an angle, I guess. And then, like I say, it's a pretty simple card. So what we can do is we can embellish these. And the embellishments that I really like to use with this, because of it being red, is, and I had them here, I know I did, here we go. And these are the classic matte dots, and I'm going to use the black ones. But let's go ahead and put on the inside, I probably should have, you know what, I shouldn't have white. I should probably have berry vanilla. Let me grab some berry vanilla. And we'll just put that in there. But let's go ahead with some Memento Black. Grab that envelope. And I need to bring this in as well. And we can just put this down here on the corner. You're concentrating on watching me. Oh my goodness. I haven't muffed up and made some wrong. This might be kind of neat to go and put something else in there. I'm not sure what I want to do in there, but yeah, so pretty simple. My goodness, it's a lot simpler than what I thought it was going to be. Say I'm dying to make a Christmas card with this coloring. I love crumb cake with, you know what, that's a little crooked. And then let's put that on there. And let's come in with our matte dots, our black ones. Now, if you find this has got very vanilla and the white, I have obviously gone through the white and most of the black. Oh, you know what? I know what I forgot to do on here. Remember I painfully cut those envelopes out. Well, we got to go put those on there. So I'm going to glue the first one directly right on there. Thanks, Kay. I didn't see your note there, but yeah. You guys have to keep track of me. Yeah, that's adding just a bit more to it. I'm just going to trim this one down a little bit. You watched my double embossed card? Thank you. Yeah, that one turned out so much better than what I thought. The one that they're talking about is this technique here. Yeah, I was pleased with the results with that. Like I say, sometimes I never know what's going to happen. Special delivery from the Truckin' Along stamp. Yes, it could be that. Oh, that's a good idea. Is that a big stamp? I can't remember. I do have that stuck in my there. Now, do we need 3 on there? What do you think? Should I stamp one more on there? What do you think? Do I need 3 envelopes? Oh, thanks. Ooh, let me know if I need one more on there. I'll just go and I'll just quickly, I didn't emboss this properly. So I'll just go and I'll just quickly emboss that. And we might, you know what? I know what I could do with the third one. So let me just go here. Just put that into the black embossing powder. And you notice, I'm going to keep saying this over and over and over again. A lot of people don't like using embossing powder because 1, it gets all over the place. And 2, sometimes they don't heat set it enough. Like this one wasn't heat set enough, but I wasn't concerned about that because I knew I wasn't using that. But if you use a piece of cardstock like that, you'll find that it doesn't get all over the place. So let me just see this here. Yeah, so tomorrow is my Now What series. Somebody has come forward and asked for something, and I will definitely show what they've asked for. I've got a different way of using it because I've shown it a few times. But hey, there's nothing wrong with ever getting lots of reminders, right? So I'm going to heat set all of this so I don't have that coming all over the place. Also getting ready for my 12 days of Christmas. If you are on my email list, have no worries. I have you on there. Anybody on my email list will be getting the 12 days of Christmas inspiration. Not necessarily going to be the 12 days of Christmas, because did you know that the 12 days of Christmas is actually starts on Christmas Day? And what use is that? But they're 12 days of Christmas ideas. Some of them are pretty simple. Might be something that you might want to do. I do have some ideas that I want to do, and I'm just trying to put them together. There. I'm just going to put that down there just so that it's got that. Karen, I know you said no, but oops. Okay, so just going to put that there. There, that kind of finishes off that card. Whoops. Our dimensionals off of there and go from there. So there's our card. And yeah, special delivery. I could put that on there. That's a great idea, Marilyn. Okay, so like I say, I hope you like that. We used embossing, and I used dry embossing. I used heat embossing. I used letters, and I used the word hello. Awesome. So I hit those. I got my ones in there. So let me just jump on down here. Awesome. So I hope I can see you. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate that when you do. That's one of the highest forms of a compliment that you can give me. Yeah, make sure you're also subscribed to my YouTube channel. I will be, I do have, if you live in Canada, I would love to be your demonstrator, but I also have, I have a thank you package that I send out to anybody that's spent at least $65 with me throughout the month. And I also give that to my team members as well, if they attend the team meeting. So, and yeah, what am I doing? Oh, I'm doing a diorama card using the translucent florals. And I'll be showing this next Monday on my live, but I'm only going to be on my live in my group. I cannot go on YouTube, is what they're telling me. So you'll have to get onto the Stampin' with Diane Stampers group, and you'll see it there. And then I'm going to switch it up next month where I'll do 2 on the Monday. Awesome. Thanks, Judy. Thanks, Marilyn. But you like it once you see it. Oh, thanks, Karen. I really do appreciate that. You know, I never know. You can always cut an extra one, and it doesn't matter. You can just throw it down or throw it out, right? So this will be a card that I believe I'm going to be sending out to somebody on Monday. If you'd like to have that, make sure that you comment in either on Facebook or on YouTube, and I'll do a random drawing, and I'll reach out to you, and I'll send that out into the mail. Awesome, you guys. Remember to create because it's great for the soul. And we will see you tomorrow at 4:15 with showing you now what. Now, what are you going to do with a certain product that you do have in your craft room or may want to have in your craft room? In any event, you guys, bye for now.